What's up YouTube, it is your boy Darriusofficiall and I am back with another YouTube video. So this is literally the video that you guys been waiting for. My summer with Noah. Yeah! First and foremost, before we do get into the story, I just want to give a big thanks to y'all for just supporting me. I love that you guys love my story times, you know, these events that happen in my life, and the fact that I get to share them with you all and just be able to entertain, put a smile on your face, you know, make you laugh, cry a little bit. You know, I don't know what you guys actually be feeling, but I know that you enjoy it. I know that you're intrigued. I know that you love these. So that's my biggest thing just to give out to you. Also too, I was gonna dedicate a video to just basically informing you guys about like exactly what's to come with like my summer with Noah, the series, right? Because there's gonna be a lot going on. Like there's gonna be sex, there's gonna be adventures, there's gonna be trips, there's going to be betrayal, heartbreak. Like it's literally a story. Like I'm telling you, like you guys are gonna enjoy this and I'm so excited to be able to give it to you all. So with that being said, thank y'all. Make sure y'all sit down, grab you some popcorn and get ready for this roller coaster ride. You are now watching My Summer with Noah, episode 1, Our Secret. I feel like everyone needs an outlet to avoid depression. You guys are my outlet. Okay, so it was literally 2 days into summer break, and it was on the weekend, and me and Noah wasn't talking. We weren't talking. Me and Noah weren't talking from the last time that we spoke, which was, if you haven't watched those videos of me turning my straight friend out, make sure y'all watch that so that all of this can make sense and so that you could catch up. But I don't know if you guys remember me telling you, I was hearing rumors about basically like he got a girl pregnant, and that, I'm not gonna lie, that fucked with me. So I'm like, okay, like what's going on? So me and Noah weren't talking, and I found out that rumor maybe like a week before summer break. So I wasn't talking to him for like that whole week, like at all. And we were really like talking. So I'm like, okay. And then it's so funny because I knew the girl, and the girl was pregnant. She was pregnant, but you just gotta pay attention. Okay, so cool. Also too, I decided that since I can't show y'all what Noah exactly looks like because I'm not gonna expose him, but I do have a picture of somebody who he looks like, like literally. So this is literally the closest that I can get from Noah. Looks not just like him, but just like him, damn near. He was a little bit lighter in the face though, and curly hair. So yeah, there you go. There you guys, at least you guys have an image in your head of what he looks like, sort of, you know? So you guys can stop being so confused. Anyway, so I woke up this morning, I think it was a Saturday. I woke up this morning and I just remember feeling like really good, y'all. Like I felt so good. I'm like, oh my God, y'all, we really out of school. Like I just feel great, even though it's a Saturday, so we was gonna be out of school regardless. So it's like, you know, but I was just feeling really good. I ended up doing my daily routine, and then I walked to the kitchen. My mom was in the kitchen, and I remember having a talk with her about just how excited I was for like summer. She's like, yeah, you know, blah blah blah. And so I'm telling her like, my friends are trying to go to this carnival later, like a festival, but you know, like a carnival with like not the circus carnival, but wait, you know, the fucking carnival with the Ferris wheel, that shit, the festival, the fair. We were trying to go to I told my mom like, yeah, my friends are trying to go to this fair later. Can I go? She's like, what time? I told her 7. She was like, yeah, just be careful. Cool. So I'm like, all right, great. Feel cool, feel good, look great, whatever. It was like 8 a.m. at that time. But yeah, so from 8 a.m. all the way up until 7, I really just like chilled in my room. I was watching Netflix. I was kind of, you know, just chilling, just, you know, I'm like, I'm excited to go out later. I'm not gonna do anything now, but I'm excited to go out later. And I'm not gonna lie, that whole time, even though I wasn't talking to Noah, he was like heavy on my mind, like heavy, so like it was heavy. I would always think about him, like I wonder what he's doing. I was stalking social medias, it was bad. And yeah, like we just weren't talking. So anyway, 7 o'clock ended up coming. I end up going down the street to my friend's house, and I'm gonna name my friends because I used to be with them all the time. It was three girls, so I'm gonna name them. One is Selena, which was my best friend. They were all my best friends, but you know, I had like my best friend out the group. It was Selena, it was Kylie, and Jalissa. I already have these names prepared because like I'm just like, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I goes down to Selena house, and Kylie and Jalissa were there. They were like doing their hair, they were doing their makeup like as they always do, and I'm just already dressed like, you know, me, You know, I got my little fit on, I'm looking real good, looking real godly, you know, I'm like, whatever, cool. You know, when you go to the fair, like, you might ride a ride, but you're not really going to the fair to ride a ride. You know, me in my head, I'm like, we need to sneak and get some liquor, you know? But anyway, so they're getting ready. And then I remember talking to Selena about like her relationship problems and stuff. In my head, I'm just like, damn, I really wish I could tell this girl what's really going on with me and Noah. Like, I'm like, it's really eating me alive that I'm not talking to this man. But damn, I can't bust the secret out. Like, it's literally our secret. Like, what the fuck? So whatever, cool. Anyway, so we end up getting in the car, we end up going to the fair. It's like 7:30 now. The fair was jumping, like, it was lit. It was so many people. It was amazing. So we get out the car and we walk inside, we get our tickets and everything, we go into the fair. The first thing my fucking friends want to do, because they're some fat asses, is get a fucking funnel cake. So we walk to the line to get a funnel cake. Now y'all gotta pay attention. Check this out, check this out. So when we walk in, we're just kind of walking around, we just kind of scoping out the scene, you know, figuring out what we want to really do, you know, like, and also too, where's the margarita booth? Where's the daiquiri booths? Like, you know, like, where's the liquor? So I'm like, where's the liquor? Because, you know, I got a fake ID. It's over with. It's done for, you know? It's like, whatever. I'm about to get drank. I'm about to get good. So we were walking around for about 15 minutes. In the end, one of my friends, Jalissa ended up saying how she wanted a funnel cake. So now Kylie and Selena, they want a funnel cake too. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's go over there. Let's go get the funnel cake. The funnel cake line was so long, y'all. It was so long. So I'm just sitting there, we in the line waiting for the line to fucking move. Jalissa ends up saying, y'all just hold my spot in line, I'm finna go to the bathroom. And then Kylie was like, well, I'm gonna come with you. And then Selena's like, I gotta pee too. And I'm like, okay, y'all just go, I'm gonna just hold the line. I'm gonna just hold y'all spot in the line. As I'm in the line starts moving. They're taking forever, like so long. I don't know if they couldn't find the bathroom or what, but like they were taking so long, y'all, no joke, so long, so crazy. Now I'm up at the booth about to pay for the funnel cakes. I remember I dropped my wallet and I picked up my wallet. When I picked it up, like as I'm picking it up, I look to my left and I see Noah, literally. It's so weird, and I'm like, but he wasn't just at the fair though. Like he had on like he worked here. It was like he worked here, and I'm like, so now I'm trying to avoid eye contact. I'm like, okay, fuck that. I'm not about to look, because no, it's not about to happen. So I pick up my wallet and I, you know, fucking hand the lady the cash or whatever. I get the funnel cakes. Now I have 3 big dumbass funnel cakes like in my hand. But I mean, you know, they're in a tray. They're in like a tray, but I'm still holding them. I'm like, okay. So as she hands me the tray, I'm about to walk off. And why the fuck is Noah literally right there in the direction that I'm walking? So now I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not no pussy. I'm just gonna walk past and just act like I don't see him. You know, act like I don't see him. Y'all know, you know it wasn't gonna happen that easy. As I'm walking towards the direction of where my friends went, I'm holding a tray. I'm trying to text them like, where y'all at? Like, I got the funnel cakes, like, where y'all at? I dropped all the fucking funnel cakes on the floor right in front of, like, Noah's like a good 7 feet away from me. Like a good 7 feet away from me, or maybe like, cause 7 feet kind of small. He was a little further than that. He was probably like a good 12 feet away from me. And I literally dropped all the fucking funnel cakes, and he like looks up, cause he hasn't seen me. I saw him. He looks up, and then he see that I dropped the funnel cake, so he start walking in my direction. And I'm trying to like scrape all this fucking funnel cake up off the fucking ground and put it back up in this thing so I could throw this shit away, but I'm like not moving fast enough. I should have just left it there. And he's walking towards me, and then he starts like helping me pick it up, and I'm just like, oh god. And as he's helping me, he literally says to me, he was like, damn, I know we're not talking, but that mean you gotta stalk me? And I was like, I looked at him, I said, what? And he talking about, just chill out, I'm just playing. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, how you been? And I'm just not trying to have this conversation because like I really don't want to. Like, yeah, I was thinking about him, but also too I was like very pissed off because you got a girl pregnant and like you playing in my face. Like, I don't like that, you know. Like, I done gave my body to you, I done gave you my good, I done gave you all of me, all of my heart, all of my soul, all of my affection, all of my love, and you gonna sit here and you gonna really say like how I've been bad, I've been fucking terrible. So I'm just like, I've been good. How you been? And he's like, I've been fine. And he's like, so why haven't you been talking to me? I've been calling you, I've been texting you, you don't respond. And I said, I've been busy. What about it? And he's like, busy? Really busy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'd be busy too, but I still respond. I haven't talked to you in a week. I'm like, yeah, I know. Ooh, thinking about this shit now, like I think I didn't call an attitude again. But so I was like, yeah. I was like, you work here? Cause I saw his lanyard and I saw his mind you, y'all, we still bent down like this, like picking this stuff up. I'm like, you work here? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. He was like, yeah, I needed a summer job. I was like, okay. And my dumb ass, because I never know when to shut the fuck up. I always just gotta say something smart or stupid or fucking witty. I just never can shut the fuck up. I said to this boy, because he didn't know that I knew that there were rumors going around that he got this girl pregnant. So my dumb ass said, oh yeah, you know, you gotta get money for the new baby. And he literally looked up at me. He was like, oh, so that's what this is about. And I was like, yeah, that's what this is about. Why I haven't been talking to you. And he's like, that's not my baby. And I was like, right, okay, sure. Literally, this is your ex, a girl that you used to talk to. And then out the blue, she's pregnant and everybody's literally saying that it's you. She even said that it was you. And he's like, I promise you, like, that's not my baby. And I was like, how do I know that? And then he's like, he literally just went left. Like, he stood up, like he dropped everything back on the ground and he stood up. He's like, wait, hold on. He was like, so you really sat here and ignored me because you thought I got somebody pregnant versus asking me? And I was like, yeah, I did. So now I didn't stood up because you didn't stood up. Not saying we were about to fight or anything, but I'm just like, yeah. He's like, that's stupid. I was like, is it really stupid, Noah? I don't think that it is. I think that it's, okay, it might be a little stupid, but it's like, I was upset. I was mad. So he kept saying like he didn't get this girl pregnant. I'm just like, whatever. I don't even want to believe it. So yeah, he was talking, like he was trying to plead his case, like saying like, I haven't even had sex with this girl since blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And like he's just rambling, and really I wasn't trying to hear it because I just didn't believe him at the time. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, it's the proof is in the pudding. Like, this girl says that you're the person who took her virginity, she's only had sex with you, and she's pregnant. Like, it's not making any sense. Like, I just don't believe you. So I see my friends, they end up like, I see my friends like far ahead in the distance. I'm like, I looked at him, I said, I gotta go anyway, my friends are coming. And he was like, wait, no. I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to you right now. And I literally just walked off. And I looked back, he was just looking at me walking off. I'm like, don't want to speak to you. But damn, he was so fine. I miss him. I miss him. Hold on, I miss him. Okay, so then I end up seeing my friends. So like I said, so I saw my friends and I just walked towards them. And they were like, y'all, and I was so dramatic. Like, I was so dramatic. I don't know what's wrong with me. They were like, oh, where's the funnel cakes? And I was like, I don't want to talk about it. They was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. They were like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. It was like, so where's the funnel cakes? I'm like, the line was too long and I just gave up. They were like, you just texted us saying you got the funnel cakes. I was like, I was trying to get y'all to hurry up because y'all was taking too long. The line is too long. The funnel cakes is a no-go. They're like, oh my God, okay. So now they're mad. Well, so now they're upset because they can't get no funnel cake. Anyway, so we end up walking around to different booths, playing different games and stuff like that. We end up finding a liquor booth, but we couldn't get any liquor because the guy knew that my ID was fake. He knew it was fake. He was like, this is a fake ID. What's your real age? And I was like, I'm 21. And he was like, no. So I couldn't get any liquor. But yeah, maybe about an hour in of us being there, I think I got ghost. By this time we were there for about maybe like an hour and 10 minutes or so. We were there for a little minute. I haven't saw Noah again. Like, I haven't seen him again. First off, the park was like fucking big. It was like a big ass fucking fair. So it was a lot of people. I didn't see him again. I'm just like, okay, whatever. So then they wanted to get on like some type of ride that like fucking flips, and I don't do rides, y'all. That's one thing I don't do. I'll do a roller coaster, but I'm not doing them rides that go like that, and you know, and they want to take me up into orbit. Bitch, I'm scared of height. It ain't gonna happen. So we're waiting in the line for that. Well, they're waiting in the line for that. I'm just kind of on the sideline. The line's long as fuck, and I'm like, I'm not about to get on this ride. They were calling me pussy. I really didn't care. Do you really think I give a fuck? I care about my life. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. Yeah, I'll be pussy, but at least I'm alive. Yeah, I mean, they're alive too, of course, you know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't play with rides because, like, what if, like, you know, I see, let's take a quick intermission. Do y'all watch them videos of when the fucking ride like has a moment and that shit just flies the fuck off into the fucking skyline? Oh, bitch, no. I'm good. I'm all right. You got it. Anyway, so as I'm sitting there across the way, watching them just waiting this long ass line, I end up getting a message from Noah, and he said, meet me behind the hot dog booth in 5 minutes. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about really saying no, but then I'm like, so I look up, my friends are still in the line. I know it's gonna take them a minute. They're probably gonna be in that line for like a good 20 minutes before they even get on the ride. So I was like, I didn't even text them back. I just start walking to wherever the fuck the hot dog booth was. It took me fucking about 7 minutes to find it. And I'm like, I don't even know what fucking hot dog booth you talking about. Nigga, you work here, I don't. So I'm like, okay, I end up seeing a hot dog. I was hoping that it was the one because I could have swear they got like 5 hot dog booths. And I'm literally like looking like, he said behind it. How the fuck do I get behind it? So I'm literally just standing in the fucking, at the fucking hot dog booth and everybody's just looking like, what the fuck is this guy doing? But then I see like on the side, cause you know, like they be having like curtains and stuff. I see like Noah like move the curtain. He's like, I'm like, so I scan my surroundings because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be back here, but let me go. So I walk back there and yeah, this was a moment for me. Literally, I was just like, so I walked back there. It was so beautiful behind there though. I don't know why they didn't include that as like a part of the damn fucking the festival, like behind the hot dog booth or behind, because you know some of the booths are like connected. So when you get behind these booths, it was like this, I don't know, it's just so nice. Like, well, okay, maybe, well, it was a field behind there, of course, but like they had it decked out with like lights, of course, but I think it was still a part of like the carnival. But like, of course, for like the staff, I don't fucking know, but it wasn't bad. And I was like, this is kind of cute. But anyway, I get back there and here's Noah looking fine as ever, of course. Yeah, so now that I'm back, so now that I'm behind the hot dog booth, Noah literally just like, he grabbed me by like my arms and he pulled me towards him and he's like looking at me. He's like, listen, he was like, can you just listen to what I have to say? And I'm just looking at him like, go ahead. He's like, I promise you that baby is not mine. He's like, I haven't had sex with that girl in over a year. He was like, so I don't know what's going on, but that baby is not mine. Like, literally not mine. And I'm like, it only takes a year for a fucking baby to develop, sir. But and then it made me think like, she's not even 3 months pregnant. So it's like, but yeah, so he was like, I promise you, like, that baby's not mine. He's like, it's not mine. She basically lied and said that the baby was mine. She's still upset that I broke up with her and such and such. I said, so whose baby is it? He was like, I don't know, but it's not mine. I was like, literally not mine. So it was like, I'm thinking in my head like, should I believe him? Should I not? Should I believe him? Should I not? But I'm thinking like, I don't think he really has a reason to lie. So if you say that the baby isn't yours and if you haven't had sex with the girl in over a year, then okay. But I was still frustrated. I just told him, so I asked him, I said, so why is everyone saying that? He's like, you know everyone's gonna pick a female side of the story with anything. He was like, I literally was just chilling and I get on Facebook and this girl literally saying I'm expecting and bashing me, saying how I'm gonna be a not shit father and this and that. I'm like, that's crazy, that's nuts. I was like, I really hope that you're telling me the truth because I stopped talking to you because like I fucking hated your guts. He's like, yeah, no, that child is not mine. Everything. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna trust you on this one. I'm gonna trust you. So then he just pulls me closer to him, like now, like I'm like this on him, like, you know, like he has this like hugging me and I'm just like, I'm still mad, you know, like I'm still mad. But okay, so I hug him back like this and like he just got hugging me. I'm just like, you're just so tall. But it's like, you know, like whatever, like you're so handsome. It's okay, you're so welcome, think about it. So I'm like, I don't know, give me cause like it's like you're so bad, like I'm mad, but like I'm not that mad. Cause like even though like you're so bad, like you're just so bad because like it don't matter, like this is gonna kiss me and I guess it's gonna kiss you because I don't really like, I really feel like it's like mad at me, but I'm not mad at you. So yeah, as he hugs me, like oh my god, I just love protective hugs, like bear hugs. Like as he hugs me, he's like, I miss you so much, like I haven't seen you haven't been talking to me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just thought you got a bitch pregnant. And he was like, yeah, well now you know that I don't. And I was like, yeah, I know that now, but and then he was just literally like, can I kiss you? And I was like, yeah, you can kiss me, go ahead, kiss me, go ahead, kiss me. So we go like this and gives me a kiss. And he's like, he basically asked me who was I here with, and I was like, I'm here with my friend. So yeah. And he was like, I get off in an hour, can I take you home with me? And I was like, I don't know, can you? Y'all knew what I did. But he's like, yeah, I get off in an hour, like, can I take you home with me? And I'm just telling him, like, well, I rode with my friends, and like I really don't want them thinking no weird shit going on. So he was like, just tell them like one of your other friends is picking you up. I'm like, Noah, you do know that they know who you are, right? He was like, you told them? I'm like, nigga, no, not that you dibble and dabble with the men, but that you're like Noah, like we all go to school together, like they know who you are. Like, so I say my friend, they gonna be like, who? Then I have to say no, and they're gonna be like, why you hanging around Noah so much, blah blah blah. He's like, well then don't tell him it's me. I'm like, okay, like all right, I'll try. So now I gotta see what time they leave. He was like, okay. He was like, I clock out at 9:45. I think it was like 8:45 or something like that at that time. He was like, I'm supposed to clock out at 10, but they said that I can leave early. So I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, so I'm like, all right, so I guess I'm coming home with you, pal. Yeah. So I end up telling him like, well, let me see what I can do. So he's like, okay. So I end up walking from behind the damn hot dog booth. I go back to my friends. They're still in line, like literally still in line. I just remember them being so far. I'm like, y'all might as well just give it up. I don't think y'all gonna get on this ride. The place gonna close before y'all fucking get a chance. So I walk up to them and I'm like, hey, how long y'all plan on staying? They was like, shit, after this ride we going. I was like, okay. I was like, I think I'm gonna stick around for a little minute. It was like, what? I was like, yeah, I just saw one of my other friends here. So they were like, who? And I'm like, y'all don't know him. They was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around for a minute. So she's like, you want me to stay with you so I can take you home? I'm like, no, y'all go ahead. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna kick it with y'all for a little minute till y'all get on this ride and you know, everything. And they're like, okay. So they end up getting on a ride and then they end up leaving, and I'm just kind of just like hanging around. Like I don't see Noah. I text him, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, he said something like he's finishing up something with whatever the fuck he had to do. I thought he was the fucking security of the damn thing, but he wasn't. He was like, guess he like did different booths, you know, like he was one of the guys like different booths. So he's like, I'm just closing up one of these booths right now. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, are you able to like leave with me? I'm like, yeah, I am. He was like, okay, cool, sounds great to me. He was like, you could meet me over here by the water gun booth. And I was like, okay, cool. So y'all know the damn water gun booth where you like shoot the water into the little thing and you know, all that good shit. Yeah. So I met him over there. He's closing down that booth and I'm just kind of, you know, just chilling like such a man. So anyway, he finishes down that booth and then he literally has all his stuff with him already. So right after that, like we walked straight to the car, and I think it was like 9 something. It was like 9 something by this time. We walked to his car, we get in the car, and the ride to his house was like, we didn't say much at all. I don't know, I'm just an awkward person as is sometimes. Like if I feel like I know a person, I feel like if I know I like a person, I feel like you have an advantage over me at some point, because it's like I get shy, you know. So it's like, I don't know. So I just really didn't say anything that whole car ride, but we did get to his house, and we get out the car, we walk in, and literally as we're walking in, his mother's walking down, and she was like, hey, Noah. She's like, who's this? And I was like, hi. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm Darrius. And she was like, nice to meet you, Darrius. You can call me Miss Miller. I was like, okay, Miss Miller. By the way, that's not that's not the real last name. Well, that is his mother's real last name, but not his, because he has like a different last name. But you're gonna see where all the plays into play. So he's like, where are you about to go? And she's like, oh, I'm going out with some of my girls tonight. His mom is white and his dad is black. So yeah, so she's just like, yeah, I'm going out with some of my girls tonight. So, you know, she was like, just lock the door up, lock the house up, and yeah. And so he's like, okay. And then she leaves out. She tells me, nice to meet you. I was like, nice to meet you too. And then we go upstairs to his room. You guys know, that big dumbass room. And yeah, we really just sitting there, like we were like chilling for the longest. It was very awkward. We weren't saying anything to each other for maybe like 20 minutes. Literally, it was so awkward. And I don't know why it was awkward when we just had a moment at the damn carnival, but I don't know, it was just weird. So I'm like on the edge of the bed, and he's like has his back against his headboard, and then like I feel him like scoot down towards the end of the bed and like pull me back. So now he's like leaning on the headboard and I'm like leaning on him, and he's like, I really missed you. And I was like, I missed you too. And he was like, so I want to have a talk with you. I'm like, okay, like what is this talk about? And he was like, us. I'm like, us? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what about us? And he basically asked me, he was like, have you ever been in a relationship with a guy before? I was like, yeah, once. And he's like, okay. He was like, how was that? And I told him like, it's, you know, it's different than a girl. You know, one, it's like you're kind of dating yourself. So I'm like, why are you asking me this? And he was like, cause I really like you. And I'm like, are you trying to have a relationship with me? And he's like, well, he was like, I don't know about a relationship, but basically like, I don't want you talking to anybody else, and I don't want to talk to anybody else either. So I'm like, so a relationship? And he's like, well, let's just, I want to talk. Like, I want to talk to you. Like, I want to date you. And I'm like, okay, so you want to date? I'm like, okay. Maybe he's scared. I was thinking like, maybe he's just scared to really say like relationship right now, but I don't know. So I'm just like, okay, which it wasn't a relationship, it was dating, but like we'll get there. So we had this long talk just about like really just like life and just us and DL relationships and just being DL and just, I don't know, it was a good talk though. No liquor was involved, it was just us, like we were just vibing, you know. He was just holding me and we were just talking, and he basically said like, he's like, I love what we got going on. He was like, I really don't know what it is, but I like it. And he was like, and I just wanted to stay between us, like just a me and you thing, until I possibly feel something different, or until you possibly feel something different. And I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm like, I'm cool with that. In my head, I'm like, oh my God, he loves me. But I'm like, you know, okay, all right, Noah. All right, Noah. All right, Noah. Yeah, we just really sat there and just talked about everything. Like, and then of course I had to be fucking awkward. And so I said, so this isn't a relationship. And he was like, not now, if that's fine. I was like, no, that's fine. I told him, I'm like, I think that would be like very awkward for us to just be like, yeah, let's just do a relationship. Like, I'm still really getting to know you too. So I'm like, let's just keep it as that, like us getting to know each other type thing. He was like, I'm fine with that, but you still can't talk to nobody else. I was like, hey, I didn't plan on it. Like, I didn't plan on it. You know, probably fuck, but but I'm like, no, I didn't plan on it. So yeah, the conversation was just good. It was just long, and then we ended the night with just like cuddling and kisses. We didn't have sex this time, but yeah, it was like a good night. And then the girl calls his phone. The girl that claims she's pregnant and he's the father. Yeah, she called his phone, and literally as we were like laying down, his phone started ringing, and the picture popped up with her name. And I remember looking at him, and I looked back at his phone, and I looked back at him. And he was about to talk, but I was like, save it. And I just got up, I put on my shoes, and he was like, where are you going? And I'm just ignoring him. I walked downstairs. He's literally like following me, like trying to grab me. Like, he grabbed my arm and like everything, and I'm just like, I'm literally pulling away from him. I walked downstairs, and I just went outside and pulled up my phone. I was calling me an Uber, and he's literally like outside shirtless, like telling me like, wait, listen. And I'm like, but that's it for episode 1. Very simple, very simple. Next episode gets heated. You guys will see. You guys will see. But anyway, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Click that bell on the side so that you can be notified. Make sure to tell a friend or two, because it is good for you. I hope that you guys are enjoying my summer with Noah. This is only episode 1. Make sure that y'all tune into motherfucking episode 2. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.